Etra saw it. My name is Karin. This story begins about 10 years ago, when I was in the 5th grade. I wish I could play with everyone too. At the time, my family was moving around a lot due to certain circumstances, so I didn't have any friends to play with. Or rather, it might be more accurate to say that I didn't make any friends because...
Hey, Akamatsu-san! You still haven't paid your rent from this month or the last!
Yes,
You have 3 days left, and if you don't pay me, you'll have to leave.
I understand. I'm sorry.
Mom, are we moving again?
It's okay. Dad will be paid by tomorrow.
At the time, my parents were both working, but we were living in poverty. My father was actually a former member of a criminal organization, and although he got out of that world when he got married, he still had some debts. After he met my mother, he started working hard, but even so, our lives never got easier. More importantly, Akamatsu-san, you have connection with the Yakuza, don't you?
What?
I heard from another employee that you have tattoos on your body.
I'm sorry, but I've already left that world long ago.
I'm sorry, but if we hire someone like that, it will affect the credibility of the store. I'd like to end the contract with you by next week.
Yes, ma'am.
The label of being a former member of a criminal organization was more severe than I had imagined. At least, it seemed that there were 2 choices. Either he would be treated harshly or fired at a serious job. I would inevitably be hated as the daughter of a gangster, and even if I made friends, once the truth came out, they would all run away from me like baby spiders. Even if I make some friends, they would hate me or I'd have to move away and be separated from them. If that was the case, I decided not to make friends at all. Till that day.
Hey! Sorry, but can you throw that ball over here, please? What? Come on! You're so cheap. I mean, you're always just sitting up there by yourself, aren't you? Can you see something interesting?
Not really.
Huh. There's something up there if you don't want to say it, isn't there? Alright, let me see. Oh, it's Kuroki's house!
What's with this guy?
Hey, you're always frowning. Are you hungry?
What?
I knew it. I get irritable when I'm hungry too.
I'm not hungry.
Here, have this.
Er,
Don't be shy. I have lots of these at home.
It was in his pocket, so it's cracked to pieces.
Huh? What's so funny? What?
Tachibana, who lived near the park, was 1 year younger than me. I decided not to make friends, but his friendly, unreserved nature gradually broke down my defenses.
Hey, Karin! Let's play soccer!
Sure! I spent almost every day playing in the park with Tachibana, and I was able to enjoy the most fun times of my life. Maybe Tachibana wouldn't hate me even if he knew my true nature, even if he found out. One day when I was thinking that, Tachibana isn't here. He always comes earlier than me. Even the other kids too. Such a nice day.
Hey, it's that girl, right?
Yeah. What?
I can't believe my child used to play here for a year.
My child used to play here often too. Could it be my neighbors found out about my family?
You're Karin, right?
Yes.
I'm Tachibana's dad.
Tachibana's dad. Can I help you?
I'm sorry, but don't come close to my son anymore.
What?
I've heard rumors about your father. I can't let my son get close to the child of someone who did something bad.
No!
Well then.
Please, wait! I've always played with Tachibana, and I would never do anything bad to him! Please let me play!
Tachibana says he doesn't want to play with you anymore!
Er,
Sorry, but don't come to this park again.
Yes. And from that day on, I stopped going in the park. Soon after that, our family moved to a distant land. My father died of illness when I was in junior high school, and from then on, I settled down with my mother at my mother's relative's house. Fortunately, those relatives were very good people, and they took good care of my mother and me regardless of my father's background. But even after we started living a normal life, what happened that day had become a kind of trauma for me. I'm sure I'll never be able to forget that day. After that, I graduated from high school and went on to university. And in the spring of my second year at university, something happened that would change my life.
Now, we're going to have a welcome party for the new students. First, let's decide what drink to have for the toast. Freshmen can only have non-alcoholic drinks.
Karin, can you go and take their orders? I'll take the seniors' orders.
Yeah, okay.
2 oolong teas.
I'll have orange juice.
Oolong tea and orange juice. Have you guys decided? What? Tachibana?
Whoa, it's you! I thought you looked like Karin.
To my surprise, he was going to the same university as me, and as a new student and senior in the same club, we met again.
What? You guys know each other?
Yes, when we were little. But what should I do? Tachibana knows that I'm the daughter of a former Yakuza. I don't want those rumors to spread at university. Besides, he must have hated me from that time.
Hey, Karin. It's been a long time since we've met. How about we...
Oh, you decide on your order? Coke and... I avoided Tachibana. For him, it was something from the past, but for me, it was like it had just happened yesterday. The trauma from that time seemed to be reopening the old wounds.
I'm going to the restroom.
Yeah. You're quick.
Hey, Karin! What's up? We haven't seen each other in ages, and you're turning your back on me? Did I do something wrong? Huh?
It's nothing.
It is you! You haven't changed at all!
What?
Then here, I'll give you this. You might not remember, but it's the snack I gave you when we first met. I'm basically an idiot, but I never forget about you. What? What? Hey, wait! Why are you crying?
Tachibana made Karin cry.
Hey, what are you doing? No, this is...
Sorry. I was remembering the old days, and suddenly I started crying.
Come on, you're overreacting. I thought you liked that candy so much that you cried.
Of course I wouldn't cry over something like that. Are you making fun of me? I just thought you hated me, so...
Huh? Did I ever say something like that?
Because at that time, your father told me you didn't want to play with me anymore.
What?
I know. Anyone would be scared if they found out I was a daughter of a Yakuza.
No, it's not like that! I never told my dad I didn't want to play with you!
What?
You're right. He did tell me about you, and he told me not to play with you. But I told him, I don't want to be separated from Karin! I'm gonna play with her! So I went to the park every day to see you. But you never came to the park. In fact, you moved away without even saying goodbye.
Karin? She moved.
As a child, it was quite a shock. Because of the way it ended, I couldn't forget about you for a long time. I don't care if you're the daughter of a former Yakuza. I have no intention of telling anyone about it. And you're still Karin.
Tachibana. Thanks.
Yeah.
And then Tachibana asked his parents about what happened back then. And then...
I'm sorry. I was worried at the time too. My only son playing with someone who was involved in that kind of world. But seeing how disappointed you were, I've regretted it ever since. I want to apologize to her. Could you create the opportunity? Yeah. Okay.
After that, I was given the opportunity to meet Tachibana's parents.
I'm really sorry. I must have hurt you deeply.
No, please look up.
I judged your father based on his past, even though you yourself were an innocent child. The sins of the parents being the sins of the children is a ridiculous idea. You don't have to forgive me, but please, be friends with my son again.
Even though it was such a traumatic event, for some reason, I felt like a weight had been lifted from my heart. I miss this view.
Yeah, nothing's changed. Karin, you haven't changed on the inside, but your appearance changed.
What?
You know, you've become So much more beautiful.
What?
To be honest, the first time I saw you here, I fell in love with you.
Whoa! She's so cute when she laughs!
That's what I thought. And when we met again at university, I felt the same way. I really like you, Karin.
Me too. Think I've always liked Tachibana. That's why I was so miserable at that time. I'm so glad that the memories of this park had become as bright as they were then. We were separated for a few years, but our feelings towards that time have always been the same. From now on, we can make new memories together. Just thinking about that makes my heart pound.
ご視聴いただきありがとうございました。危ない人かもしれないって噂があると、まずは子供には危険な目に遭ってほしくない。だからそもそも関わらせないようにしたいという気持ちはわかります。とはいえ、子供の意思を少しは尊重してあげてほしいものです。幼い頃からここまでの経験をしてしまうとトラウマになるのも無理ないですよね。何にせよ心の壁を壊してくれる人が現れてよかったです。皆さんはどう感じましたか？コメント欄に書いていただけると嬉しいです。また少しでもいい話だなと思った方、チャンネル登録と高評価をお願いいたします。